Good afternoon, everybody. So today is Wednesday, March 11th, and it is about 1:40 in the afternoon, and we are actually going to take a quick trip to Amscot. I have to get a money order. This is pertaining to the move that we're about to make. So I just thought I'd strap the camera up and maybe video my way there. Just to see if there's anything interesting that we can see on the way. More or less along the way is just lots of businesses and cars driving on the street. But we're going to just run this and see anything interesting that we can see on the way. I do have some water in my basket, so I'm going to have that with me. And we're just going to see how long this takes. And so I'm just going to kind of record this on the way there, on the way back. And just see what we can see along the way. I'm going to chat about some things if I see anything interesting. So here we go. I do have the GPS running on my phone for just a minute because I just want to make sure that I am going the right direction to get there. And then I'll probably turn this off because then I won't need it anymore. So it's about, like I said the time when I first started this video. The traffic at this time of the day is usually not that bad. So I guess we'll just have to see, how crazy it might get. Usually the rush hour traffic usually doesn't start till like 5 o'clock, 5:30 when people are getting off work and then everybody's trying to get somewhere at the same time. So I'm just watching I'm just watching the GPS for a minute, because I'm just hoping I'm going in the right direction. If not, I'll have to turn around. I just want to keep an eye on it before I get too far. So a lot of these businesses along here, that we did just pass the miniature golf course. It's pretty famous. It usually has a lot of business. It's called the Congo River. And there's just lots of businesses through here. Okay, so it appears that we are going the right direction. So that's definitely a good thing. So I'm going to probably just leave this up just a little bit longer. Just want to make sure that I am going the right way, but it appears that we are. So we do pretty much have everything packed up for the move. Like I said in one of my other videos, I think it was on Sunday, just some last minute odds and ends stuff, but we're pretty much packed up and ready to go. So this is one of the bus stops that we usually use when we're catching the regular city bus. Really probably should have left a lot sooner than this, but I stayed home because I wanted to watch a hockey game. So I just left when the hockey game was over. Normally they don't play this early in the morning, but it was that early in the morning. They usually play in the evenings, but it was a school day game, so that's why it was like a 10:45 start. And the game was tied at 0 the whole game, up until like the last maybe like 10 minutes of the game. Then the other team scored. So it was 1-0 at the end of 1, and that was it. So kind of a heartbreaker, because I was hoping the one goal that was scored in the game would have been for the team that I was rooting for, but they're still in playoff contention, so it's okay. So there's an Applebee's right there. There's a Wendy's, Sam's Club. I can't shop there. I don't have a membership. that Wendy's, sometimes when we order from that one, I don't know if it's this particular location, but when we do order from Wendy's sometimes, it seems like they never get the order right. It's very frustrating. Okay, we've got the walk signal here, so let's hurry up and get across. Let's just hope the cars are patient. I have to say it smells funny out here. I'm just putting that out there. I have to say the breeze feels good. And what I'm hoping is it's somewhere along the way, like once I get the money order that I need to get, I'm hoping there's somewhere along the way that I can go into and just sit in there and cool off for a little bit before I have to start the truck back home. I'm going to stop for a minute. I don't know if this seems a little crooked. I think maybe it seems okay. I'm just going to straighten it out a little bit. All right. So the way I have this mounted on my scooter is I have like a bendable tripod for my phone. So I actually clipped it in there, and then because it's bendable, I was able to take the part of it that you would normally hold in your hands and bend it around the handlebar of the scooter that holds it there. So it seems to be working okay. I'm still watching the map on my phone for a little bit just to kind of make sure that things are going okay. But it appears that we are going the right direction, so I'm not too worried about it. The other reason why I was going to stop somewhere heading on the way back would be, one, to cool off, and two, I have the charger for this, because if I can get inside somewhere to cool off a little bit, I'll actually do a quick charge on the scooter just to make sure I make it home, because that would be bad. I am thankful, I have to say, that the sidewalks here with the exception of those little strips right there that you go across to mark the curbs. The sidewalks here are pretty smooth, so I am thankful for that. I mean, there are some cracks in places, but they're not too bad. So the sidewalks here are in pretty good shape. Watching the map on my other phone to see if we're passing what this says that we should be passing. Oh, there's one of the city buses pulled over there. That must be a bus stop. They pull in there. They don't wait very long for you to catch the bus. They pull over long enough for people to get off the bus and get on the bus. That's about it. That's one of the buses that Nick takes to work. No, it's not. Okay, so here in about 400 feet, we have to make a left-hand turn. You can see how dry the ground is in certain areas. The grass area, it's really dry here. We desperately need some rain. I think it's supposed to rain on Friday a little bit. Well, any kind of a rain that we could get would be greatly appreciated because it's extremely dry here. Rack room shoes. I don't think I've ever been in there. They got buy one, get one off. why it wants me to turn into the parking lot. Should probably get back out on the sidewalk. I don't know why it wants me to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to make a quick turn around here because I just need to get back on the sidewalk. I don't know why it had me get off the sidewalk. But this has me going through the parking lot. And I'm just going to do a quick turn around here and get back on the sidewalk. There's one of those people that ride those fast scooters. It was dressed like it was in the middle of winter. I think we have the right of way here. Why did you stop? Okay, she wasn't going to stop. Not paying attention. She's just sitting there. So I was going to go. She just starts pulling out. Some people shouldn't have a driver's license. So sorry back there about in the intersection when I kind of was yelling at that lady driver, but she's not paying attention. It's people like that if they're not going to pay attention to where they're going, they probably shouldn't be driving. I mean, and she wasn't in the crosswalk, she was behind the crosswalk, but she was just sitting there and she saw me, and she sees me that I start to go through the crosswalk, so then she proceeded to want to let off the brake, and I'm like, really? Can't watch the traffic. Maybe you should stay home. I'm still just trying to keep an eye on the GPS here for a minute. I mean, we are going the right way, but just trying to make sure. I will have to say it's kind of warm out here, but this actually is not that bad of a ride, with the exception of the lady not paying attention in the intersection. This is actually fairly peaceful. So coming up here on my left, these are helicopter tours. We pass this frequently. I won't say frequently, but from time to time. $20 helicopter tours. I'm not sure where all you get to go. $20, you're probably not going to go that far. But I have seen them at times taken off and coming in from being out on a flight. Now, I have been on a plane before. I think I have flown maybe like 2 or 3 times. I've never done this. I had to stop for a minute. We're going again. Now over to my left is the airport. I'm assuming it's the major airport. I don't know that, but I'm thinking it is because I always see like bigger planes going into that one, and I just saw one going by. This car wash has, if you get your car washed there's a free vacuum that you can use. Here comes another one of those bikes. I'm scooting over here because they scare me, I have to admit. So now my phone says we've got 36 minutes. So I don't know if you can see across the street. It's a Shell gas station. Now I could be wrong, but I think that was the gas station one time that we were stuck at because the rain was coming down really hard and we had to pull over there so we didn't get drenched. I believe it's the one that we were at. It was awful. It didn't last very long, but that's where we were. said this before, but I'm going to say it again. It's hot out here, but at least the wind's blowing. There's a nice breeze. I won't say the wind's blowing, but there's a nice breeze out here, so this is not too bad. I just hope once I get there and after I do what I got to do, that there's some place that I can go into for a little bit and sit down and cool off before I have to start making the trip back. I'm sure there is, because there's businesses along this stretch of road like everywhere. So I'm sure there's a place I can go into for a little bit just to grab some air. I know that one of the things, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do once we get moved, but one of those things is I need to look in to getting another car. I got to get unpacked and get settled, but I need to get another car. I just didn't want to get another car until we did move, but that move's coming up here very shortly. So once I get settled, I'm going to start looking at cars again. That'll make Nick happy. That car didn't sound very good. I'm not a smoker, but I think there's a lot of smoke shops here, and that's where people that do smoke, that want to buy their cigarettes and things like that, they actually have smoke shops here that you go to, and that's where you buy your stuff. Now, I don't know if they have cigarettes in like regular grocery stores, because I don't really ever look for them. But I know they do have a lot of smoke shops here, like the one to my left right here. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. That's something else I don't need. There's a massage place. Yeah, I'd like to go in there.
Turn right into the parking lot.
I don't know why she keeps telling me to turn into the parking lot. That's not where I need to be. I'll turn into the parking lot when I see the place that I'm trying to get to. Maybe she wants me to go somewhere other than where I'm going. I'll be like, lady, you're crazy. One thing I do notice here that we do have a lot of here is places to get massages and pedicures and manicures. There's a lot of those places here where you can get that done. I can't imagine the few people that I've seen out here walking. It's too hot for that. There's an Aldi's grocery store. Over to my right, on the other side of the highway, there's a Walmart. Those magazine stands right there, I hardly ever see anything in there. I don't know if anybody actually fills those up. There's a billboard sign up there for Universal. It's a store with dragons. Alright, I have to get up to the intersection here. And I do have the walk signal but I don't know how much time is left. Let's see. Oh, they got it. I might wait for the next one because I don't see a countdown. I don't want to get halfway across and then there's time's running out. So I think I might wait this one out and get the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna wait this one out because it says I got 20 seconds. Should be my turn next. All right, I got the walk signal, so here we go. Okay. All right, we made it. Says we got 23 minutes. This is going quicker than I thought. There's a little balloon stuck in the ground. It says Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. See, now that's the way that people should drive in the intersection. He was too far ahead, but that's okay. So I stopped. But he was nice enough to back up. Okay, there was a bee around me. I was freaking out for a minute. I'm okay now. Hey, lady, don't back up, whatever you do. It's not been that bad of a scoot down here, but I can tell you one thing, I'm going to need a shower when I get home. There's Nick's favorite bus, the 56. Back here to my left is the flea market. I don't think they're open during the week though. I think it's just Friday and Saturdays. And if this is the one that I'm thinking about, that I've been in there before, there's no air conditioning in there. I could be wrong about the one that I'm thinking about, but they don't have any air conditioning in there. Can you see the plane coming in right there in front of me? Look how low it is. Let me go. Thank you, sir. He was pulling out there for a minute, so I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen, but he waved me on, so. "17 minutes. So I'm sure you saw that other bike that was going by. At least that one was nice enough to get on his or her own side of the sidewalk instead of trying to run me over. I thought this was going to be a lot worse than what it has been. This has actually not been that bad. Other than getting almost run over. But other than that, it's been okay. See another plane. It's not a big jet. It's just a regular, well, maybe like a two-seater. I don't know if you can see that. I've never seen that before. There's a welcome center. Okay, so look at this one coming in. I'm going to stop for a minute so you can see it, hopefully. Hope you were able to see that one. I think it was maybe too far on over top of me instead of in front of me. But as I was saying, that's the Osceola County Welcome Center. I've never been in there. that one if you, well, no, you're not going to see that one. Some of these airplanes, I was hoping you could see them because they're not the kind that you see every day, like big jets flying in. But I'm too lined up with the airport for you to see them flying overhead. So maybe on the way back, you might be able to see them. I'm going to stop here for a minute because there's one of those bikes coming, and I'm going to let them pass because I don't think there's enough room for both of us to get by. See, did you see how fast he was going? That is so ridiculous. Good thing I pulled over. He would have ran me over. Terrifies me. Even the guy that was in front of me, he pulled over that was on a bike too. And he was even like, looked a little nervous. I can't say that I blame him. Okay, I'm going to go up here and push this button so I can get across here easier. It's really those crazy people are crazy that ride those scooters because I don't think they watch out for other people. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and wait for the walk signal. Got 7 minutes. And the place that we're looking for is called Amscott. Was a big one. Right overhead. Hopefully you can see them when I'm on my way back. All right, we got the walk signal. says 6 minutes, so I'm going to start looking to see where this place is at. Okay, here comes 2 more of those things. Thank you. You're welcome. Even though those 2 people were paying attention, they still scare me. Alright, I guess I'm just going to let him go. Okay, he's going. I was going to try to go around him. So what is this? There's a big balloon out here. What is going on here? Some kind of sale. I'm not sure where, but some kind of sale's going on. Tent sale. Are they selling tents, or is the sale in the tent? I don't think they're selling tents. I think the sale is in the tent because it looks like they're selling these vehicles. Gotta watch the sidewalk here a little bit. Looks a little uneven. Okay, yeah, it is a little bit uneven. Okay, we got 4 minutes. We're gonna be able to go inside and get some air and get some water. So this is really uneven here. Thank you. I didn't realize how uneven the sidewalk was right there. Might have been why they wanted me to cut through the parking lot, but I didn't want to do that. I'd rather stay on the sidewalk. Bumpy. Alright, I gotta stop here for a minute. Okay, I'm going again. Oh, I see the Amscot. I can see it from here, but you probably can't see it in the video just yet. But we are 2 minutes. So we've almost made it. I know that's exciting. So yeah, so I'm going to go in there and do what I got to do. And I'm going to see what stores are next to it that I might be able to go in and get a drink or something and cool off a little bit. Looks like there's a Starbucks right next door. So that might be my ticket to cool off. To go in there and charge up my phone or a little bit or something. Get an iced coffee. So the scooter did well. I haven't lost much scooter power. Now there's no cross signal here. They're not going, so I'm going to go. And they got bags over it, so I couldn't push the button. So I don't know if it's not working. But the cars weren't moving, so I just looked both ways and went. So this wasn't as bad as what I thought to get here. I'm about to pull into the parking lot. I'm thankful that it's on the same side of the road. That makes me excited. Okay, so I'm going to turn the data off on my phone because I didn't really need it, but I just kept it on just to make sure I was going in the right direction. So this is us pulling in the parking lot. So they've got a business right there that's called Smile Bliss Orthodontics. You got a Total Wireless and Amscot, which is where I'm going. Thankfully they have a ramp, so I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to end this for now. I'm going to go in here and do what I got to do, and then I'm probably going to go over there to Starbucks to get a drink and cool off. Okay, so I'll be back. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm actually sitting outside the Starbucks. I did make it to the Amscot, and then I come to find out that once I got there, I was able to get a money order, but they have a daily limit on the amount of the money order that you can get, which I guess I should have figured. So I wasn't able to get done what I needed to get done there. So I'm just having a friend of mine tomorrow morning is going to ride me to my bank when it opens up so I can take care of what I need to take care of. And so then I just kind of went into Starbucks for a minute and I just got me a drink because I needed to have a drink and just to kind of like regroup for a minute. Talk to my son at work because he was on break for a little bit, and now I'm going to start heading back home. So I kind of came out today and didn't really get anything accomplished other than just being outside and seeing some planes. So that's kind of like what I came here to do, I guess. Or it's what I did. It's not what I came to do, but it's what I ended up doing. So my friend's going to take me to the bank tomorrow, and I will take care of what I need to take care of. And this is my Starbucks drink that I got to drink on the way home to cool me off. All right, so we're heading back out, and we're going to start scooting home. So hopefully now, the one good thing about this is I'm hoping, because we'll be going in the other direction, obviously, hopefully when I see the planes this time, hopefully you'll be able to see them on the video as well, because where I'm at, they're very low, and I have to say they are impressive. So hopefully you'll be able to see them since we're going in the other direction. Okay, so here we go. And I did bring, funny enough, I did bring a power pack with me to keep this charged up, but silly enough, I forgot the cable to plug into the phone to plug into the battery. So hoping that we have enough on this to get home, which I think we do, because I still got like 70%, so we should be fine. But yeah, I charged up the battery to bring it here so I could have it for the way home, and then forgot the cable. So there you are. All right, so I'm getting ready to get back on the sidewalk. Let's hope I don't get run over by any scooters this time. Don't want a repeat performance of the one that almost ran me over on the way here. Okay, let me straighten the phone up a little bit because that little bump made the phone go crooked a little bit. All right, so here we go. We're heading back home. So basically, I really came out today for nothing. So I've just been on the scooter back and forth, saw some planes, and I got a drink from Starbucks. Only to turn around tomorrow and have my friend take me to the bank so I can do what I gotta do. So that's basically what the day has been. All right, so we're here. We're back at the one where the crosswalk light thing is not working. So I'm gonna push this button and just go if there's no cars moving, I guess is my best option here. And we're just gonna have to be quick. I can't tell if they're not moving, so obviously they have a red light, so we're just gonna be fast and just go. Okay, we made it back up to the curb, the sidewalk, so we're good. All right, I gotta slow down for a little bit because this is a big bump right here. Okay, all right, made it. Straightening the phone out again a little bit. Okay, all right, so here we go. So it's a straight shot. I don't have to make any turns or anything. I just stay on this sidewalk here, and this will take me all the way home. I hope there's a trash can somewhere along the way, so when I'm done with this drink, I can throw the cup away, so I don't have to carry this all the way home. I mean, I will if I have to, but I would prefer a trash can when I'm done with it. This is just really bumpy right here. Let me stop again, straighten out the phone. It just keeps going crooked from when I hit a bump. Okay, I think we're good now. Schools must be letting out. I just saw a school bus on the other side of the road. Alright, I'm going to try to get past this section right here, because as you can see, this sidewalk to get by here slopes down a little bit. I don't want to be too much over there. And I'm going to try to get past this part right here, because I wouldn't let them go because they got a stroller. It's okay, go ahead, you're fine. I can sit here and wait.
No, because these idiots don't pay attention. I don't want to get it over.
I know, thank you. Alright, so she made it, I made it. I gotta stop again to straighten this out. Every time I hit a bump, it goes crooked. Okay, another bump. Another big bump. Hold on. Okay, made it. I think one of the signs was on the ground from these cars right here. The wind must have blew it off, and I just kind of ran over it because it was on the sidewalk. Those are the scooters I was talking about. Now he was going a safe speed, but usually they're not. They're usually flying by here and not being safe. I gotta find a trash can somewhere to throw this drink away. Alright, I'm going to scoot up a little bit so I can push this button. I'm not sure which one I have to push. I think it's this one. Watching that signal over there. I got the hand up on there right now that's not letting me go. So as soon as that turns to walk, I'm going to go. Got the walk, so here we go. Stop here for a minute and fix the phone. I think we're good. Alright. Still need the trash can. Alright, I'm going to stop here for a minute. If you can see that plane, it's coming. Oh, it's still up too high. Stop for a minute. Had to make an adjustment again. It's just every time I hit a bump, it jostles the phone a little bit. I always see this Oak Ridge Inn. I always think of the Oak Ridge Boys. out again. There went another low one over my head, but you can't see that one either, so I'm sure you could hear that one. There must be like a small county airport over there. Pull into this parking lot for a minute because I want to stop so you guys can see some of these planes that are flying in, because I don't think you're going to be able to see them because I'm going in the opposite direction and now they're flying behind me. So I'm going to pull over here for a minute so you can possibly see some of these coming in. If I sit right here, you might be able to see them. They've been happening kind of frequently, so I don't think it's going to take that long for you to see another one. Here comes one. Let's see if you can see this one. There it is. I'm going to sit here long enough to see one more, and then I'm going to go again. Okay, here comes one more, and then we're gonna start going again. But look at it when it gets in the frame. You can hear it right now probably, but look, it's like one of those two-seaters. Okay, I think you probably saw that one. Okay, we're gonna get back on the sidewalk. All right, backing up. Just bear with me here 1 second as I get turned around. All right, here comes another one. I'm going to stop so you can see that one too. Oh, there you go. All right, getting back up on the sidewalk. All right, I'm going to turn the speed back up to 2 or medium so I can get going. Oh, I found a trash can. All right, hold on a second. This is what I need. I'm going to take one last sip because that's about all I got left of it. I can pitch it. All right, that's what I needed. All right, backing up. Car's loud. And it was purple. I appreciate them backing up. Thank you. Sorry, we're just going a little crooked again. one thing I'm surprised we haven't seen on the way there or on the way back was the little lizards that's usually run in front of you. I haven't seen one, which is really kind of shocking. Because it's hot out and they're everywhere. There's that Happy Valentine's Day balloon again. Got to back up and get a little bit closer to the walk signal so I can push it. I guess I pushed it. Alright, now I just got to wait for the thing to change. There's a bee flying around me. If I get stung, I'm going to scream. Alright, I got the walk signal. There's Aldi's again. had to stop for a minute so I could put my phone back in the case. After I walk the dog, I'm definitely going to need a shower. Home of the Whopper. I think that's the laundromat that we used to go to when we first moved here. It's called Sunny Bubbles. I think that's it right there. I'm not going to go over there and find out, but looking at it from here, I think that's the one that it is. Sunny Bubbles. Let's see. Yep, pretty sure that's it. Yep, Sunny Bubbles laundromat. That scared me. it's quiet for a little bit. This is what the bus stops look like. Most of them anyway. Have a bench and the roof over it. Kind of strangely quiet on this road. It seems weird. There's a psychic over there. Every time I go by there, I hardly see any cars there either. It's just my opinion, but I think sometimes some of those psychics don't really know what they're talking about. I know there's probably a lot of people that do believe in that. I believe I'm not one of them. I just saw the first lizard cross in front of my scooter. I didn't run it over, thankfully. But that's the first one I've seen since we left. Making an adjustment. that guy wasn't going by me really fast, scaring me. There's the car wash place again with the free vacuums. Helicopter's still sitting there. I wonder if they've had any customers since I went by here the first time. What I can tell you is that the sun beating down on my left leg, it's making my leg really hot. Like, it almost feels like it's on fire. I feel like I'm getting a sunburn through my pants. That's awful. See, that's what I mean. They come up behind you and don't even out of nowhere. Tell you what I can't wait for is to get home and get some air conditioning. Now this is a bicycle for you. It's got 3 wheels, 1 in the front and 2 in the back. All these hotels along here have like weekly rates if someone needs to do that. They're all saying the same price. Every one that I've seen that has a weekly rate, it's $2.99. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. She was asking me for some money to buy a drink. I don't even have $1 on me. She looked like she was hurting bad. If she's hurting that bad, she needs to go to one of these stores and get some air conditioning. Wonder if I should turn around and ask her if she wants me to buy her a drink. I don't have any money to give her, but I could buy her a drink if that's what she really wants. I'm going to turn around and go ask her. I don't have any cash on me, but I'd buy her a drink if she needs a drink. See if I can catch up with her. Ma'am, you need a drink?
Yeah.
Where's the, I don't have any money on me, but if you wanted to walk over there, I could buy.
can walk, mommy. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there a pop machine here? Is there a pop machine?
At the office. At the office. And I'm
You want to walk over there?
I'm staying in the 119. Okay.
Can you walk over here and I'll buy it? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to see what I can do for her. I don't know. Yeah, hi. So, you see that lady right over there walking? Is she staying here? That lady over there that's walking, is she staying here?
Which room?
I'm sorry?
What?
Is she staying here?
No, stay here.
Okay, 'cause she doesn't have a room here?
No.
Okay, because she was asking me for a drink, if I could buy her a drink. Do you know her?
Hello?
I'm going to turn around. Do you know her? Do you know
Yes.
her?
Hello?
She asked me to buy her a drink. Well, she asked me if I had $1 for a Pepsi, and I don't have any cash on me. But then she turned into
Okay, you
you.
taught me no stay here, you go to outside, no problem.
Okay, so
You taught me, no come this property, the guy called Crop. He every time come here walking, no come here.
she doesn't stay here.
No, doesn't stay here, okay?
She does.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You taught me, okay.
Okay. She wanted me to buy her a drink. You think I could buy her a drink?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. What do you have in there for sale?
Oh, 150.
Okay. What is it? What drinks do you have?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, just give me a Coke. I'll buy her a Coke. How much is it?
150.
Well, that's not the right one. Just $1. I can walk in. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. I'm just gonna buy her a drink. How much is it? All right, I'm back. Okay, so I really couldn't understand the guy that well talking, but I went in there and bought her a drink. He says that she does not stay here. I thought he said that she did, but she does not. I don't know where she went. I don't even know where she went. But I'm going to see if I can go find her. Oh, she's right over there. I bought her a Pepsi. Let's see if I can go find her and track her down real quick. I feel bad for her. Here, you want this? You want this drink? Here. Here. I can't walk any farther. Can you come get it? You all right? Here, I got this for you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
All right, okay. All right, well, from what I could understand, the guy at the front desk said she's not staying here. But she got into a room, so I don't know. Maybe I just couldn't understand him. Which might be a possibility. I don't know. Because he had an accent, so I don't know if I entirely understood his accent very much. But I bought her a drink and gave it to her. And she was going into her room, so I don't know. I hope that helps her. She looked to be like she was hurting. She was in some pain or something. So alright, so I gotta continue my journey home now. So when you see things like that, it really just kind of makes you appreciate what you do have. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to continue my journey. I'm close. I just got to keep going, and it's hot out here. So, okay, I just stopped for a minute. I wanted to see if my son sent me any other messages. Okay. So I don't know if I didn't hear him right. I couldn't understand him that well. He said she wasn't staying there. But when I saw her again, she was going into a room. So I don't know. But I bought her a drink. Sorry, I just keep adjusting the phone a little bit because every time I go over a bump, I think it's getting jostled around. I don't want the video to be crooked. Probably not. I'm just being anal. So this Dollar Tree up here, when I first moved here, I mean, I'd been here maybe like a month or so. I actually went in there and bought some stuff. Just like bathroom things like soap, shampoo, and toothpaste and things like that. Toilet paper, you know, all the normal stuff. Okay, I don't have a walk signal here, which is not helpful. This car, I'm turning around as best I can. That car's turning. Okay, I think the turning lane is free for a minute, so I'm gonna go. Okay. The guy over there with a leaf blower. I don't know what he's blowing around. People to hurry up. I think when I get home, I'm taking my dog out, but I'm going to wait a little bit to take him on another walk so I can cool off a little bit. And so he's not out here when it's this hot. I'm going to wait for the sun to go down a little bit. I'll just give him a bathroom break. And I'm going to wait till the sun goes down a little bit before I take him out for another walk. I think would be the best idea for all involved. There's a city bus over there. What number is that? 55. I think I hear a bus behind me. Not a bus, it was a truck. I wonder if I put this on high, how fast that would be going. I'm going to try it out for a second. Let's see what this thing can do. Okay, that's a little faster. Look at us go. It's kind of fun. All right, I'm gonna have to slow back down because I have to cross this little crosswalk here. Don't think I want to go flying through the crosswalk. I mean, I could, but probably not a great idea.
Right,
let him go first because those people scare me that are on them scooters. That one wasn't going as fast as what they usually do, so probably would have been okay. Alright, I made it through the crosswalk. Let's speed up again for a minute because that was kind of fun. There we go. This is probably going fast for a scooter. Slow down because we're getting up to another crosswalk. bikes, at least the scooters. At least that person's going at decent speed. Not trying to run people over. Alright, I'm going to end this video soon, but I'm going to speed up here for a second again. Here we go. Kind of like my freedom ride. Okay, I got to slow down because I'm coming to an intersection again and I got to look. Okay, I'm in the clear. I'm going to hurry up here. All right, one more time. Here we go. All right, so I know pretty much nothing happened today. So I'm just going to end this for now, and I'm going to upload this later. I don't know how exciting this is going to be for everybody, but just watch if you want, and we'll see you again tomorrow. So everybody have a good rest of your day, and I like to end this and say good night and God bless.